What's Papa-locking all you beautiful people? Your boy the Vuvuzela is in the building. We still have more games. It's like this Welsh league never ends. But we've got an opportunity to get into Europe. So we're not officially in Europe. We've got Bond to beat. And then I think we have one more game. I'm not 100% sure. But we'll see. Let's get to the game. And we're in the game. Obviously not much to really talk about. So we're just going to go straight into the game. Bond. Like I said, we're taking them on. They beat in the playoff something. Camarith Town on penalties to get into this section. So I think if we win this game, we have to play the team that came in third place, which, if we just go this way, is the New Saints. So I think that's how it works. Bond did finish 8th, and they made it all the way to the finals. So they must have done quite a bit of work to get there. Well, I suppose they only had Camarith Town to beat, and then because we finished highest of those playoffs, we get that spot. Maybe there's a 4th spot. I don't know. New Saints possibly is an upcoming game. To our team, let me put Curtin back in the squad, and Hunter. I was doing some stuff. Anyway, so this is the team that is going to start. It's going to be Grossover in goals, Tino, Ryan, and Campbell, Williams, Curtin, Bagley, Marriott, Hall, Corns, and McNally. We're starting with this formation. Let's see how it goes. Right, let's get straight into the game. We are playing at home today. I've got one sub available. Who's off on my sub bench? Thomas. There we go. Now we're good. Let's go to the game. And the game is underway with Jones running at our defense. But Tino is there to clear the way. We have had a little bit of luck ahead of Bond in this season in terms of the league. They did knock us out of the Welsh Cup. So there's that. I think 4th spot does get a European spot because I think New Saints will take that 3rd spot because Cardiff Met won the 4 teams in Europe. Sounds a bit crazy for Welsh team. We don't know what's happening. No one knows what's happening. The Welsh are a different sort of structure when it comes to their leagues. Curtin is through on goal though, and so is McNally. 1-0 up. 11:30. I'm not going to get carried too away because we know what happened in Barrytown. We know exactly what happened in Barrytown. We lost that game 3-1 in the last episode. If you haven't seen that, spoiler. We lost to Barrytown 3-1, which cost us our opportunity at getting European football without a playoff. So there's that. But we're in now the playoff. We're beating Bond. We just need to keep this lead and we need to play well. Curtin yet again with another assist, by the way. I'm trying so desperately to keep him on board. I offered him a contract. He didn't like it. So we're going to have to wait a couple of weeks before we can offer a new contract again. We have been given a little bit extra money now in the wage budget. So we are actually under our wage budget, but not by much. That almost fell to Hall on that back post. I think it was Hall. Could have been Tino. Curtin to the middle of the box, and McNally's header goes well wide in the end. I mean, ideally, I'd like a little 2-0 cushion before half-time. They are a little bit more prepared than us because they're a bit more match fit. They had a match more recently than what we did. I didn't know we were going to have these matches, so I didn't schedule any friendlies to keep them match fit. So all my players are looking a little bit worse for wear. Although, in fairness, their little health bars at the bottom are not depleting as quickly as I thought they would. So that's at least a good thing. The header comes looping in. Grossover easily collects that. And I think that would be the final highlight of the game. Knowing FM26, they love to show me this part. Just in case. Grossover, just go long. There you go. Like I guessed. That's where it's at. Let's address the team. Tell them we're doing all right. We're not doing bad. We don't need to panic anything. We've actually been the better team over Bond. We've had better opportunities. I know it's a bit of an even match when you look at the stats, but I think we've been the slightly more better team, especially if you look at the XG side, with an XG of almost 2 for us. It just shows we've been a bit more clinical. 9 shots, 6 on target. We've been a lot better towards the end of the season in getting shots on target, which was a big problem of mine. Even though we've scored over 75 goals this season in the league, we're not converting a lot of the shots that we take. Let's make some swaps. 65 minutes in. Hall is not playing great and looking a little bit tired. Lewis come in there. Corn's not playing great, but I'm not going to bring on Vine. Not yet. Anyway, Marietta's looking a bit tired. We'll bring in Wild to play there. The rest of the team is doing all right. The rest of the team is doing okay. We just keep an eye on Corns for a little bit longer. I like Vine. He's a good young prospect, but I don't think he's the... I think my mistake in the Barrytown game was bringing him on for Corns. He did absolutely nothing in that game, and I think Corns would have... he's got the ability to turn a game when he can. And I suppose Ed James also has the ability to turn a game, because that's a goal for the position now from a set piece. Who was marking him? Campbell. Campbell was left completely wrong-footed. And I mean, that's quite a distance for a header, and I feel Grossover maybe should have got a hand to it. I mean, he's tall, but I feel like he should have got a hand to it. For those of you who don't know, if it goes to a draw, it does go to a penalty shootout. I don't think there's extra time. I didn't actually check the rules. Maybe I should have. But Corns is not improving. I don't know if I should take him. I'm going to leave Corns on. If the threat of penalties are coming up, I'd rather have Corns on than Vine. McNally to Bagley. Wild. Lewis takes a chance there. Corns brings it back. Trying to break through, and Wild gives the ball away. Dunton moving it forward. Lawrence looked offside. He looked very much offside, and Grossover gets the save in the end. But he looked offsides there. That's all I'm going to say. Ref hasn't blown it. Grossover taking his time. He's probably going to just launch it forward, which we will never know if he did or not. But now we have another chance. Tino to Williams. Beautiful ball. Wild to McNally. Turns it back in for Wild. Curtin trying to turn. Can't get the turn in there. Bagley. Wild. It's trying to break right through the middle. Curtin goes wide to Corns. Beautiful ball. McNally's in the box. Curtin's in the box. It's bobbled in. Somehow it's gone in. I don't know how Corns didn't get the assist. It's offsides. Tripping another player. I think that's how it didn't give me the assist. Oh, you can see I was a bit apprehensive to celebrate there, because I didn't think that was going to count, because it looked like an assist and it didn't give me the assist. So yeah, now they have a chance here, Penny Bont, to really dampen our spirits. Lewis, good ball through. He's one-on-one with the... Oh, that was agonizingly close to knocking us out. I mean, is this the highlight to show that the game is going to end because it's 94 minutes? Yeah, it's penalty kicks. All right, let me add some players. Mahmoud Karadolian takes the strike, and Grossover almost changed full direction to try and take that save, but they've scored their first. Of course, last time we had penalties, we went through to the next round. So here we go. Bagley. Of course, last time we had penalties, it changed my entire order. So that's also that happening. Bagley steps up. He was slated to take the first penalty, and he took it with absolute ease in that one. Here's our regular penalty kick taker just behind Hall, who unfortunately took him off, so he can't take a penalty. Lamptey for Penny Bont. Grossover looking which way he's going to go. Is he going to pick the right way? He does pick the right way! And an easy save for Grossover in the end. That's how you do it. McNally stepping up. He took our fourth penalty last time. He's taking our second penalty this time. McNally steps up. McNally puts it in the back of the net. Right. 2-1 up after 2 penalties apiece. Lawrence for them. Grossover in goals for us. The towering German stands tall in the net. He's already saved one. Can he save two? He can't. They've put it in the back of the net. And now the pressure falls onto Lewis. Lewis steps up. If you remember correctly, the last penalty, he was going to take 2 penalties. Lewis steps up. Lewis takes the strike, and easy as you like. Sent the keeper the wrong way. Johnny couldn't make the save. Dunton for them, who missed a sitter in the dying moments of the game. He needs to score this to try and keep the pressure on us. Grossover needs to save this. And he does! Yes! Let's go, Grossover! That's how you save a penalty. Ryan. He's got the best composure out of everyone in the squad. Stepping up to take the 4th penalty. He scores here. It's all over. And Ryan, he scores. I don't know what Grossover was doing, but he scores the goal. Absolutely brilliant. We've beaten Pennybont in the playoff. Now the question is, do we have one more game or do we go into Europe? Because that's all that we want to know. Do we have to play one more game? My gut tells me that we have to play one more game. But we have beaten Pennybont in getting to where we need to be. Do we play one more game? Been paid 10k for finishing 4th. I think we're in the Europe. Okay. It's giving me the season review. Bonuses paid out. I got a payout as well. That's nice. Squad planning for next season. Yeah, that's it. We got a player in the Lewis Curtin. Of course, he's named there. Of course, he's named there. But does that mean we go into Europe? Does it give us a European spot? Oh, wait a minute. It's added New Saints on here. I saw that, didn't I? I think I clicked on that one. There's a relegation playoff. This was the finals. European places playoff finals. So I think we get a European spot, but it's not giving to me. I don't know. All right, I'm going to play ahead. Let's get the relegation stuff done. Let me see if we get a message. If we don't, we're going to do a season review of players and seeing what we're looking for in next episode in the transfer special. If there's another game, we come back for that game. So I suppose give me a month. We'll find out by June 1st if there is more games or not. Okay, well, with this being said, it says our current season objective, be competitive in the UEFA Conference League, which means we have made it into the European Football Association. The club have given me their vision. They want to be competitive and work within a wage budget, which we're doing quite well, and grow the club's reputation, which will increase now. So we are in. We are in, which means let's have a quick rundown of the squad. Before I go through any of these stuff, let's have a quick rundown of the squad. Let me sort out the squad, how it's going to look next season. Let me try and see what we can do and fix. I'll be back in a moment. Right, so this is how the team is basically lining up for next season. For now, Grossover will in goal. Tino and Campbell will retain their spots, as I see it. Curtin, Bagley, Hall, Corns, and McNally. Those guys are a shoe-in. Davies is the shoe-in for the backup goalkeeper. Ryan, I still want him in the squad, but I think we can get a better centre-back who's either left and right-footed to play in that middle role. If not, I do think Ryan is still good enough to play in that role. The same is said for Williams. If we can't find a better right-back, he will fit into that squad. Wild and Mariette will be the two backup midfielders. I feel like we can get a quality player in the midfield, play on that left-hand side. I think Bagley is good enough to stay in the squad. Even though he's very much left-footed, he has really played well in that spot. The other option is, if we don't find a good left footer, but we find a good right footer, we'll just swap these two guys around with the changed roles, so it'll be just inverted. And that's the idea. Up front, Lewis will be the backup to Hall as per usual. Although if we do get an offer in for Lewis, I won't be opposed to selling him. 1.5 thousand is a lot of money that we could make off him. And then we've got a new guy in the squad, a 16-year-old brought in from the latest youth intake, Sion Davies, for our left flank option. I think he's a little bit better than Joe Vine, and I think he could easily slot into that team. And then the only other player that we're thinking of keeping is Sion James on that right wing back. He played very well this season. And like in the case of we can't find anyone, then we do it. The issue that I have is Bangor 1876 want to make an offer for him. He's on an amateur deal, so he is available for a free. And the thing is, the smallest contract I can offer him is £490 a week. And I don't know if I really want to use £490 as the minimum wage for him. Amongst the rest, Thomas, we are listing him. He is good to go. He has played well, but I feel like we can get a much better player in, and then on his wages, the fact that he's costing us £250 is a little bit much for a backup. Roberts on a free transfer, we'll probably just let him go. He is bags of potential, but he's just not, in my opinion, good enough to start. Cartwright as well, bags of potential, just didn't improve at all this season. Kelly is another one, not good potential. He will probably just be let go. All the guys that are on non-contracts and amateurs, I'm just going to release them. And I hope it'll help the wage budget a little bit. Hunter, I mean, he's very, very good. Did only play 5 games for us, scored 1 goal. But he just doesn't fit this tactic, and I kind of want to stick to this tactic. I don't want to go to the 2 up front. Vine, there is a world where I can keep him. He's not costing me much, but obviously, like I mentioned, Davies is a little bit better. Flynn is just costing us a lot of money at £490 a week. We just need to get rid of him as quickly as possible. Lynch is a youngster that we brought up, also came in from the youth development. I was thinking of him as a right back. He's not as good as Sion Jones, so I've put him there. I'll probably just send him back to the youth academy. He is only 16 years old. Maybe he can improve. The same goes for Morris Smith here, who I thought could maybe also try and have a breakthrough to the squad, but I just don't see it. Pennington, I do actually want to keep Pennington, but he's asked to leave, and he's causing a little bit of chaos. He's valued at £7,000, $490 a week. I feel like we can actually sell him this transfer market, so I think he could be on the way. The same goes with Shattle. He doesn't want to be here. He's already decided that he's leaving on a free transfer, so that frees up some wages as well. In terms of our wages, you can see now we are currently at £130 per week, spending $7,600. We can adjust it, and I think we can adjust it at least if we take out... No, we can't. We can take out, but we can't add any budget into that. So that's what we have to play with, basically. So free transfers will probably be the name of the game. So yeah, I was going to talk about what was going to happen if we didn't get European football. I probably would have tried to find a new job. And looking at what's available, there isn't much available that's sort of on my thing. Maybe the Scottish team Spartans, which could be really fun. They're regional. And then Collage 75 in Gibraltar. Those would probably be the only 2 that I could potentially get. I just noticed Luis Enrique is managing Arsenal and Claude Makalele is managing Crystal Palace. That is wow. Alberto Aquilani managing Cremonese. This is all wild. Anyway, so yeah, I think we're going to stay in Wales for at least another season, try and have a good run in the Welsh division, in the European competitions. So we'll see you next episode for a transfer special. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters. Your boy, the Vuvuzela, is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.